What's happened to summer? The weather's absolutely Hello guys, you join me in the Mazda MX-5. The weather is awful, so the roof is up, which is a shame. It's been quite some time since I've driven the car with the roof up, but yeah, the weather is pretty shocking. Now, it's been a while since I've done a vlog, so I thought as the weather's crap and the roof is up and this is going to be quite a boring drive home, I thought I'd have a little bit of a ramble and have a little bit of a talk really. And I just wanted to really reflect on the last few weeks, because as you've probably seen on the YouTube channel, it has been rather busy, which has been fantastic, but it has been it's definitely been hard work. So another thing I'd like to touch upon, as I have done in some of my previous videos, I have had a fair few new subscribers recently, and so if you are a new subscriber, hello, thank you for dropping in. Hopefully you like what you see and you will continue to stick around. Oh, C63 AMG, oh yum yum. But yes, hopefully you like what you see and you'll stick around. And to all my pre-existing subscribers and people that have been with me since day one, thank you so much for continuing to support Car Obsession. It definitely gets noticed. So yeah, I just wanted to really reflect on the last few weeks, because yeah, it's been really busy. I've now got a period where it kind of goes a little bit quiet. Now I've got the Goodwood Festival of Speed this weekend. I can't wait for that, it should be good. Hopefully I have better weather than this. I know you can't really see too well because it's kind of, when the roof's up it does feel a little bit claustrophobic in here, but you can probably hear the rain. It's not a very nice day. Now, on the topic of sort of what you can see and camera angles, I'm afraid there's not too much I can do with this video, purely because I've only got one GoPro to record at the moment. I won't bore you with the details, but I used to have two GoPros. One of them had a chipped lens. I tried to replace the lens myself, even though I followed all the instructions to a T. When the new lens was in, it wouldn't switch on, so I'm going to have to buy a new GoPro, which will be next month, well, actually next week actually, because we're almost in July. So yeah, I will try and move this GoPro around a little bit to give you some different angles, because I appreciate that this angle for the whole video isn't very engaging, so I take that on board, guys, so I will try and move it when I get the opportunity. But yeah, so the last few weeks have been pretty mental. The last time I did a proper vlog, it was when I was kind of saying, you know, I've hit 500 subscribers on the channel, and yeah, thanks for all that and so forth. And now we're almost in July, and the last time I checked, I was on 851 subscribers. So bearing in mind, I shot that video towards the start of May, I think, and we're coming up to July now. It's not bad growth, is it? So not too far from doubling my subscribers in the space of 2 months, which is really fantastic. Thank you for your support, guys, because it's just simply fantastic. So yes, I'm not too far from 1,000. Got a fair few to go yet, but yeah, it feels close, it feels good, and it's positive because it means that people do like what they see on my channel. I know there's room for improvement, and that's another thing I want to touch upon within this vlog. Oh, too many revs there. Oh, something just made a nice noise. That must be the AMG. No, I don't know what made that noise. Anyway, as always, I'm getting a little bit distracted. I don't know what made that noise. You probably didn't hear it on camera, but it did sound quite good. So yes, in regards to improving the channel, that's something I want to do. Now that it's kind of got a bit quieter for me, although I've got the Goodwood Festival of Speed coming up, things have sort of slowed down a little bit, which is fine by me, because in all honesty, I needed that, because I did feel like I was getting a little bit burnt out. For those of you that don't know, I do all of this around a full-time job, which is not based around cars at all. That's why I'm in this suit, because I've just literally finished work. So yeah, so I've got a boring office job, not worth talking about because it's just your standard office job really. So doing Car Obsession around a full-time job is difficult, I won't lie. So that's why, go on mate, there you go, pretty much pushed out anyway. So that's why I thought, you know what, to have a little bit of a break is good, it's healthy, because July, again, it gets busy again, because what have I got happening in July? So I'm going to be testing the new Suzuki Swift. So some of you may think, well, you've done that before. Yes, I have, you're not wrong there, but that was only for a day. So on that day I drove the Swift for about half an hour, 45 minutes. I think it's that van making that noise. How random. Whereas this time it's going to be a full week, so it's going to be a full comprehensive review. I'm looking forward to that because I do rather like Swift. The one I'm going to be testing is the 1 litre booster jet, which I think is very good. If you're going to get the new Swift, it has to be with a booster jet. I'm not a big fan of the naturally aspirated 1.2. It's just sluggish, if you ask me. I've also got the Fiat 124 Spider. As you can imagine, I'm looking forward to that, but I just hope that the weather I have for it is better than this. What else have I got? I think I'm going to be testing the new Ford Fiesta next month, the new Seat Ibiza, and I've also got the Caterham 270R. So yes, I'm rather looking forward to that. So that's what's happening next month. There may be 1 or 2 other things that pop up, but those are the main sort of highlights really. So yes, in regards to improving the channel, because I've just realised I've sort of really digressed. So yes, now that I've had the time to sort of get my breath back, sort of reflect on the last few weeks and so forth, I thought, you know what, there's a few things I want to change. Not major things, just things that I believe will help me get to the next level. Because being a car YouTuber is very difficult. Yes, it's fantastic being that it's fantastic having the opportunity to drive and test a variety of cars, but let's face it, there are so many car YouTubers on this platform, so it's difficult. But it's fine because it's good to have competition. So for me personally, what I want to do with Car Obsession, I'm thinking about a new logo because I just want something that looks a little bit more sleek and modern. Because I think my logo, I like my logo, but I just think it looks a little bit dated. Even though the logo itself is only, well, it's about almost a year and a half old, so it's not that old. But I just want to improve it. Well, actually, I was going to say I might get some more clothing, but if I get a new logo, I will want to get some more clothing as well. I want to get some diesel van. I also want to improve my editing software. So at the moment I use iMovie, which is very good, especially when you consider it's free. But I want to have more flexibility and more sort of functionality in regards to my editing. Just pop off in here, so I need to get some fruit. So yes, I've been choosing between Premiere Pro, the Adobe product, and Final Cut Pro, and I've been trying both out for, I need to find somewhere to park. I've been trying both of them out for a few days, and I have to say I've struggled to get my head around Adobe Premiere Pro. I just feel that it's a very good program, but I feel for someone like myself who doesn't have a strong background or experience in regards to editing, it's quite overwhelming. And my MacBook Pro is a 13-inch screen, therefore it looks really cluttered, the interface for Premiere Pro. Whereas Final Cut Pro, I find it a lot easier to use because I've used iMovie and the transition is a lot easier. I just need to find the money to pay for Final Cut Pro really. But yes, I want better editing software, new logo. I also want to have a better YouTube intro and outro on the video, something a little bit more dynamic and something a bit more interesting rather than just my logo coming towards you and a sound effect. I just want something a little bit more. Right, I'm going to get some fruit and change the GoPro angle. I will be back in a few moments, don't go away. Aha, I'm back and I have fruit. But yes, back to what I was saying, guys. I want to improve Car Obsession. It's going to sound quite cliche, but I want to take it to the next level. And even when I'm saying it, I'm thinking, really, you're saying that? I want to take it to the next level. But what I mean, guys, is I want to make it more polished, and I want it to look more better produced. I think that's what I'm trying to get at. So going back to kind of reflecting on the last few weeks, which has been pretty mental. So what have I done? What have I done? So I've honed BMW M Performance cars around Alton Park. I've had the chance to drive the Aston Martin DB11. I've tested a few Kias, I've tested a few Fords, and of course I've driven the Ford Focus RS. As many of you may know, or you ought to know by now, I am a big fan of the Focus RS, but I wasn't able to drive one up until a few weeks ago, purely because I tried to get one directly from Ford, but Ford has got a funny thing with their insurance policy whereby, just see what this guy's doing, he's going to go first, whereby any of Ford's performance models, and that even includes cars such as the Fiesta ST, you have to be at least 28 to drive one, and I'm 27. I had to think about that one then. So I'm literally 1 year out. But the reason why I was able to drive a Focus RS the other day, or the other week I should say, was because this was on private roads at the Millbrook Proving Ground. So I essentially almost, got on my knees and begged Ford, and they said, "Oh, all right then, just bring it back in one piece." So yes, I was able to drive the Focus RS, and yeah, that was great fun. And I was kind of apprehensive because I thought, well, what if I drive it and I don't like it? It's kind of like meeting your hero, isn't it? But thankfully I loved it, and if anything I want one even more now, which is kind of annoying because yeah, I don't know if or when I will ever own one, but it's nice to have something to dream towards, isn't it? It's nice to have something to work towards, and it's going to sound very corny, but you need to have a dream for a dream to come true. So yeah, the last few weeks have been mental, but in a good way, guys. Like I've said, it is difficult to fit what I do around a full-time job, particularly when on average, that's a bit of a tight squeeze, on average I work around 50 hours a week. So pretty much as soon as I get home now, I'm going to be writing articles. I won't edit this video just yet because I need to edit my video that I did at the weekend when I went to Classics and Cake at Duke of London in Brentford. So that video will probably come before this one, but it also might not, because this video will take less time and effort to edit. So this video may come before or after my Duke of London video. But yeah, I'm always busy, guys, but that's my choice. At the end of the day, I'm not saying it because I want you to think, oh no, oh poor little Aaron, he's so busy, oh no, oh diddums. But I'm just saying that whenever I'm not working at my full-time work, the place that actually puts food on my table and pays for my bills, I'm doing car obsession, and yeah, it's difficult, and I know I've said that a fair few times already, but it's worth it. And if I can make this into a full-time thing, that'd be fantastic. Although, again, that's going to be difficult, but not impossible, I'd like to add. And another thing which makes this kind of process more difficult for me, I keep using that word difficult, I need to read a thesaurus. Another thing that makes it more challenging for me is, steady on, fruit's going everywhere, is the fact that, again, some of you may know, some of you may not know, I suffer with anxiety, and I've got no shame in saying that because it's part of me. It's just, it's part of my genetic makeup, sadly. It's not as bad as it used to be, but at times it's still a bit difficult. There'll be times where I'm filming and the sentences won't come out properly, or you know what, I have had it recently where I've been filming a car review and I just can't get my words out. Really bizarre. It feels like I've got some kind of mental block. There's kind of like a it's not the message that's being sent from my brain to my mouth isn't working properly. But yeah, so that's challenging as well. But again, you just adapt to it. You just work with it. It's like anything in life, really. I suppose you just work around it and adapt your style as best as you possibly can. But yeah, I'm still absolutely loving Car Obsession. I've got no plans to give it up, and I feel I've got to a point where I've simply put too much in to give it up. Just realised, guys, it's quite dark through here. Hopefully you can still see me, because as I said earlier, when the roof is up on the Mazda, it does feel a little bit dingy in here. And I've changed into second when I've sort of changed into third. So yeah, so again, it makes it a little bit challenging, but yeah, you know what, I love Car Obsession, and hopefully you guys do as well. If you do love Car Obsession, please share it with family and friends, because you know, I'm really happy with how things are going, but to put it simply, I need more coverage, and that will come with time. And as I said earlier, YouTube is full of people doing things similar to myself, driving cars, reviewing cars, that kind of thing. But it's getting to a point where I'm happy with how things are going. I just need more coverage, I need more numbers, but I'm sure that will come with time. Hopefully you guys can help me out with that. And yeah, I'd just like to thank you all for watching all my videos, because with no one watching, it kind of feels a little bit pointless, if I'm honest. What's this Audi doing? Okay. But yeah, no, am I happy with how things are going? Yeah, I am. No, I won't lie, there are some days where it feels like it gets too much. I think, well, you know what, I don't know whether this is worth it. But then all it takes, literally, is just one person to leave a positive comment on one of my videos, and I think, you know what, yeah, this is worth it. And I am doing it for the right reasons, because I love cars, and I want to make videos for other people that love cars as well. And that's really it, really, guys. I don't know how long I've been talking for. To me, it doesn't feel like very long, but when I edit this later, I'll probably go through it and think, but how or why was I talking for that long? But yeah, that's it really. I just wanted to do like a vlog, kind of like a catch up really, just to kind of touch base with you guys really, because I feel sometimes in my videos I don't really have that connection, but sometimes it's not. What I'm trying to say is, in a very bad way, what I'm trying to say is that I actually quite like doing these videos, because it feels like you get to know the real me a little bit more, and it feels like I can somehow connect with you guys a little bit more as well. So I do actually like these videos where I will, you know, I won't lie, they're not overly produced and they're very simple. It's just me talking to a camera, but I kind of like that. I kind of like that, and it almost feels like I'm getting things off my chest. It feels like therapy. But you know what I mean, guys. It's just nice just to talk almost aimlessly, just have a ramble. But with that in mind, I do realise that I probably have rambled on for quite some time. I'm almost home anyway, so I think that's a good place in which to end the video, guys. Once again, thank you for your continued support. It certainly doesn't go unnoticed. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe for more Car Obsession.